It's Charleston.
Promise. Just call me and see. Text me.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to this. At 14 years old, I read that you were hung out with some people who there was attempt on murder, convicted. What happened?
No. So my uncle had just died, who was a positive influence in our life. He died to gun violence. My mother had just became pregnant, and my little sister was born. My brother was already in and out of the juvenile facilities. And my mother was putting my brother in adolescence home. So my mama wasn't waiting for him to be arrested. When she started seeing behavior problems, she would put him in adolescent home. That made him even more rebellious. And he big. He tall and big. He got a grown man body. So mama got to work. And we got the best life most kids could have in a middle class neighborhood. So I'm the little brother sitting back watching who everybody's overlooking because of my injuries. They don't know I'm a mother. They don't know I'm a dynamite. Only my uncles know who let me hang out with them. So, man, once I got to become a kid, I was 13 years old. I've been in a hospital, man, from 5 to 13. So once I started playing with kids, I was a natural leader. And I attracted good and bad children. My real friends didn't get in trouble. The ones I went to hang with didn't live in our neighborhood. They lived in the projects, in apartments. So, man, when I got introduced to what I call, I'm the seed of America's gangster rap culture.
Yo, I like his hat, full-time father. Yo, this guy spits some real.
A little kid who been watching Bill Cosby, Red Fox, Fred Sanford. When my uncles get out of prison, I watched all the black exploitation films. From Dolomite, Superfly, all penitentiary. So I learned criminal activity from watching these movies, watching my uncles. And once I finally got to go out into the community, imagery have already been propagated to me. Kid watching television, kid watching. So I'm mimicking what I'm seeing. So I've never seen a man come out my mother's bedroom. I've also never seen a man get up and go to work.
You've never seen a man come out of your mama's bedroom? You've never seen a man
get up and go to work? Yeah. I didn't know men work. I thought men were like my Uncle Curtis and my Uncle Wayne. They pimp on a woman, or they lay around all day, or earn their clothes in the middle of the day, wake up late with a joint in their mouth, fly clean, and go nowhere. The unproductive black male of the 80s. So that's what I saw. So I watched all the males in my family go to prison. For my mom's cousins, my uncles, grandmother's brothers, and I never heard anybody say anything bad about prison. So think about this. I never hear anybody say anything bad about prison. They come home and make it sound bravado, like you're missing out on something. As if the rite of passage. Not only that, you're seeing it on television, so it's being reinforced either way. So we had a whole black exploitation era. So by the time, I'm an injured kid who get to watch all the television in the world in the hospital, at home. We had a VCR. So by the time I get to be a normal kid that can go outside and play, it's a new culture, gang culture. And it's trending. I remember we seen colors. Our first summer, we went and got bandanas and put them in our pocket. I went and got me a pocket knife. I don't know nothing about this but what I saw on television. I didn't know how to have sex from listening to rap music. And this is in the 5th and 6th grade. There was a song by Two Live Crew called Hey, We Want Some. Yeah, so imagine stopping it, rewinding it, stopping it, so you can get every lyric. So our culture taught us, and I say this often, and people really overlook it, it's a rape culture.
Oof.
Rape culture?
Yeah, hip-hop is a rape culture.
Tell me about it.
I put a Molly in her drink, and she ain't even know it. Me and my homies like to play this game. Some call it Amtrak, but some call it the train. We all would line up in a single file line and take our turns waxing girls' behinds. Every time it get to me, I was out of luck because I stick my end and it would get stuck. The girl will say stop, I say I'm not. The girl will say stop, I say I'm not. But we dance to it. There's another song. I take her back to the trap. I gave her a perk, and she ain't even know it. Then she dropped her panties. So when we watch the frat parties, what was that, Porky's Revenge? Hey, let's spike the punch. The girls don't know to spike the sponge. When we see a bunch of girls, hey, baby, let me get you a drink. Come over, let's have some drink. Drink to do what? And have sex. That's coercion. She have to have a sober mind. So that's our culture.
How did it happen?
Hollywood, entertainment. They
Because it didn't
they
used to be
romanticize
like
it.
that.
Now they romanticize it.
When you see the videos of back in the days, African American families, suits, the way they dressed, clean, solid, strong. What got into that? You're saying purely it's hip hop and movies?
A group of teenagers that became a phenomenon like the Beatles, NWA. Not only that, you got this group that know things about crack that the rest of America.
Bro, this guy's spitting bars, bro. You guys listen to this, bro? Charleston White. Put some respect on his name. This is what you call history.
Don't know. They the first crack babies. They the ones told us in songs, mothers smoke crack and your friends can have sex with them. Boys in the hood is always hard. We didn't know about a strawberry. Hell is a strawberry. A woman who sell her body for crack. You know how many of our aunties that end up doing that? You know how many guys that was in middle school that sold dope and his best friend mom was on dope and he ended up effing his best friend mom? And now they hate each other to this day. So it wasn't just hip hop. It was the lyrical content that children was being able to have access to. This is before the parental advisory stickers. Not only that, you got this music, which if you wanna check the temperature of your youth's mentality, listen to the music. So now you got this new chemical that was made in a laboratory. Black people didn't know how to cook crack. That's a chemist method. Somebody had to teach them. By the way, government taught somebody how to do this when we watched the movie Snowfall. So when they came out of California to come spread crack throughout America, who they bring? The gangs. Throughout the South, these little small country towns who people are fascinated by California from what we've seen on television. And we emulated a culture that was more destructive than the Ku Klux Klan and the Jim Crow system.
Wow. And you're saying it was intentional?
Nobody thought it would become this. It was dismissed. There's a bunch of kids from the ghetto rapping. It was dismissed. No one could predict what crack was gonna do to kids from the ghetto rapping. It was dismissed. No one could predict what crack was gonna do to kids from the ghetto rapping. It was dismissed. Black America. Nobody could have predicted that.
What do you think about Rick Ross, the OG, not the rapper? I'm talking about the real.
He was an illiterate man who the government used as a pawn.
I had him on a podcast. We talked about it.
Yeah, he's very educated now. I like the tenacity that you have to have as an illiterate man, but he's a front. These are poor children who don't know if I get this because where we get this from. How do I know if I sell this can put me away from life and I'm not hurt nobody? I'm going to feed my family. The people are coming to buy it. What black man knew when they was touching dope that this could put me away forever? They didn't even know what it would do. They didn't even know what it would do. So a lot of it was out of survival. Some of it was out of greed. But most people started selling drugs out of nature's first rule of self-preservation.
Yeah, when I had him, he was one of the biggest drug lords, by the way. He was making real money. I mean, he was an OG making a lot of money, and the way he got caught was very interesting, and how it got big. But I just pulled up a number right now. Black Americans are 13% of the population, yet they account for 37% of crack users.
It was given directly to them. Cocaine was a rich person drug. Crack is the only drug you say, hey man, I got $2, and you get your $2 hit. No other drug you can do that. The weed man don't do it. The liquor man don't do it. Crack was the heroin guy don't do it. Crack was the only drug you can come with a bunch of quarters and say, man, I got $1.50. it wasn't it's not a long-term high like acid or Molly. It's a short high. But the dopamine that it feeds, it what makes it so dangerous.
How do you address it at this point? How do you address it now? Like if you...
just like the first the guys who created AA and NA. You don't change that method. That method have always worked and it still work today. You can't change nothing if the person don't want to change.
Can you reverse the effects of it today?
Well, yes.
How would you do it?
Well, yes and no. Because it's just like the pandemic virus was real big and they pushed it on us, they pushed us on us. Well, since 90 to 97, all you heard about was crack babies. All they showed us what crack does to a baby. Where are they now? The crack babies done grew up and had babies. Where are they babies at? What they babies doing? They're the violent ones that we see today. That's 10, 11, 12 years old. These are the violent, these are the kids we are afraid of right now. Them crack baby kids. Then, if you want to put that on Black America, psychotropic drugs that white people been giving their white kids. ADHD medication. So, and then this is a group of children who are human detached from humanity because they're in the metaverse world. So they don't have the same compassion, the care, concern that regular humans should have because we have human attachments. They don't go outside to play. Most households, when I get my plate, I go over there, you go over there, mama in there. We don't eat together, so there's real no attachment. How are we going to reverse that? And we don't even have connection with our own children. We can't connect with the youth now. We're too busy fighting over Democrat and Republican, and we're losing our children. Not just by violence, by opioids, suicides. So how do you reverse it? It starts in the mirror. It starts in your mirror. When you come through washing your face, coming out the bathroom, you look around in your household and see if the bed is made up before you say something to your spouse. Then once you kind of pick up what you can pick up, then you start directing to your woman and your kids. Then you come outside and say, hey, how you doing, neighbor? But most people want to start in the world, in the community, in my city. Now start in your home. From the mirror.
I got you.
Yeah, that's how you fix your community. That's how you fix the world. Fix what you see in the mirror. Come out, look around the house. Fix what needs to be repaired in the house. Go outside and be neighborly. Hey, what's going on, neighbor?
Very interesting perspective. What's your opinion on Planned Parenthood?
Planned Parenthood is our new Hitler, our new Nazi group that's exterminating strictly black people. Because the founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, said this is solely to eradicate eugenics, to eradicate black babies. Why we still got it hanging around? It does nothing but abort babies. Most women who need prenatal care don't go there. Most black women don't even get prenatal care. They don't even know they're pregnant till 4 months in. Still high on drugs they were partying off of. So now Planned Parenthood should be banned. I was gonna say something inflammatory, but no, it should be banned because it serves no purpose and no justice to the community it claims it's serving.
Why do you think it's gotten as big as it's gotten? Who's supporting it? Because the way it's sold in a way that, you know, women's rights, it's good for women, and they have a pro-choice. Man,
you know how many, you know how much stem cells they get to collect? Man, yeah, they get to hold new forms of life from these aborted embryos and fetuses. They get to do tests like lab rats on humans with no oversight. We don't know what they do with those bodies, those babies. So there's no oversight, really. They get to do what they want to do. But the originator, Margaret Sanger, this was never set up to be something good. So how can you change anything's original design if you can't go back and change the design? Why abort the babies? Why not try to find the daddy? Y'all come together, get him some resources to breathe life and keep life instead of take life. Why kill the baby? If I get mad at my dog, I can't shoot him, I can't feed him, but I can go kill my baby? You'll put me in jail if I can't feed my dog no more, kill him, abandon him, and she can go kill the baby without the father's consent. She didn't make the baby by herself. So our government get this woman and this organization to kill a man's baby without his permission. How can you do that? In what world is that all right? She gonna do it behind my back. I ain't got, man, what if I want to keep this life? What if we killing the next president? You don't know what we taking away from the world when you do that.
Half the population disagrees with you. Why do you think that is?
Half the population disagrees with me. Because we live in a society and era but this group of Americans look at right and say right is wrong, and look at wrong and say wrong is right. I don't know how much longer we can go on because we've never been that kind of country. Even when we got here with the forefathers, they fought over slavery. They just said, hey, yeah, we go, no, they really fought over it. They spent days and months and years trying to put a fork. No, and it was people saying, no, man, we know this ain't right. Man, it's a necessary evil. Everybody been slaves. But man, they fought against that. America just didn't dive in and say, okay, that's what we want to do. They really fought against that. Locked themselves in rooms like they do now. Right now, they fighting over bullshit. Man, them people, they fought over that, if you really know history.
So you're saying this is something worth fighting for, and
the rights that we have, the rights that we had and we knew as children, our children would never know. So I think it's worth fighting so they can know what a summer of 1985 and 87 was like when you didn't have to worry about kids getting killed by gun violence. Never crossed nobody's mind. Man, we could walk to the mall, go here, and we never had a pervert kidnapping nobody. All the perverts was in the family. Wasn't strangers. We looking for strangers, but it's your cousins, it's your uncles. Them the people that's doing it. But we looking for strangers. So, man, our kids don't know what it's like to be free and have real freedom because they exist in a metaverse world that have community guidelines that don't allow them to have free speech. So what outlet do our children have that we have where they can have freedom of expression? They can't. Everybody's offended. So yeah, these children are in a box. Like, you know, I actually read the book and saw the movie, the movie V for Vendetta. Mm-hmm. That's where we're at in America right now. We just hadn't got to the end of the movie yet.
How do you think this thing ends?
Good wins, evil loses. Love conquer hates, and then another civilization will start over again. Because this group cannot go on another 100 years. Everybody's too hateful. Everybody's too hateful. It ain't just white people, black. Everybody hate everybody. Don't like no. So only thing ain't hating is the things in nature. So I think love's conquer all. There'll be a small group of Americans who really love American and love humans and can appreciate life after all the destruction and disaster.
Bro, Charleston speaks so much real shit. We're gonna have to leave it there, guys. I'm gonna have to come back to this. If I was quiet, I was quiet. Charleston's he's just one of a kind, man. All right, see you guys.